Well, normally I'd start by saying, tell me a little bit about yourself, but tell me your name, because I think there's a beautiful clue there.
Well, my name is Dalia,
Mm-hmm.
last name Reed.
Yeah.
I'm 41. I'm originally from Newcastle, born in Zambia, but raised in Newcastle. So you could say I'm a bit of an African Geordie.
Beautiful.
I'm a boy mom, so I've got a 9-year-old boy
Oh,
who's amazing.
Yeah. What's he called?
Saul.
Clue there. She's got a
Yes.
little necklace on that
Yes.
says Saul.
Yes.
And he's your world?
He's everything.
Tell me about your work with Mind and how you got involved with Mind initially.
Well, I've always wanted to work with a charity in regards to mental health, given with the experience that I've had.
Okay.
So I came across Mind just checking online, reading on different charities, and I've seen the work they've done in the past, and I trust them. I trust the ethics and the values that they hold, and they have our kind of well-being at heart.
Oh, well, we feel very honoured to have you as part of this campaign and for you to share your story with us as well. So let's talk about your mental health story. What is it?
I've got an aggressive allergy to shellfish. So I've always been able to handle it. So I went about 9 years without any incidents since the first time I found out. And on this occasion, I had an allergic reaction at home and I had to be hospitalized. So when the second incident happened, I was so scared because it was 4 o'clock in the morning. I've got a little baby. I had to leave my husband at home. I went in an ambulance by myself. And something happened when I was in hospital. I don't know what it was, but something triggered me to just be so fearful because I thought this could be it. Am I going to die alone? I remember going home that night and something in my brain just changed. I felt it and it was just fear. I was so fearful of dying and something happening to me. And that's when I think my anxiety and panic disorder was triggered. And it went on for a good 8 months. At one point, at my worst, I never left the house for 3 months. I lost 2.5 stone. I mean, I'm 5'8", so I'm quite tall. My hair was falling out. I was fortunate enough, my cousin, I went to see her in Scotland. She recognized that something was wrong. We went out for dinner, actually, and I ordered bolognese, away from shellfish, safe as I've done over the years, and then I just started shaking, like uncontrollably. So I had to walk out, went to the toilet, and then I explained to her what was going on. She's like, look, I think you should go and see a doctor and just speak to them about what's going on. I later found out I was having literally 5 to 10 panic attacks a day, but I didn't know what they were because I hadn't seen a doctor. I wasn't diagnosed with anything. I just thought something's happening to me really bad.
So what was the turning point for you when you managed to get out of this? Essentially, you were in your own lockdown, your body, you'd shut everything out, you'd shut yourself down. What
Absolutely.
happened?
I think for me it was the need to live again because I stopped living. I was existing more than anything. Right? I was getting up every day and going through the steps that I needed to do to take care of my child and for me to kind of live, but I was just existing. So when I started my assessment with my therapist from Richmond Wellbeing, it was literally like learning to live again. But I remember one thing I told my therapist was, I just want to get myself back. I said to her, I wake up every morning, but I get this crippling feeling in my stomach, and my head has so many intrusive thoughts that if I do those things that I've done before, something's going to happen, and I can't do them. So this is where she came in as my therapist and said, look, I can help you do that.
And where does the outdoors fit into all of this, into your recovery and into your healing and into your everyday life now?
For me, outdoors played a huge part because the fresh air, the going out and getting out of my comfort zone. I remember my therapist said to me, every time you feel anxious, just go out and do it anyway. So I thought, right, I'll start walking, even if it's just at the end of the street. And then after that, it was to the shops and then to the park. But just the fresh air, being with nature, that really, really helped me because being outside where you can breathe the fresh air, take in nature, I suppose, which I continue to this day.
Well, you know what? Yeah. You are such an incredible role model for people because you've taken this holistic approach. You're looking at everything.
Yeah.
And I'm not a doctor, but I can officially say you've got your life back.
I do.
You do.